Well, Brazil opened a conference of foreign ministers from the G20 group of nations on Wednesday. Brazil blamed the United Nations and other multinational bodies for failing to stop conflicts that are killing innocent people. Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira called for a reform of global governance as Brazil's top priority for its presidency this year of the group of the world's largest economies. Ministers from the G20 nations, including the United States and Russia, began a free discussion of current world tensions and ways to improve multilateral organizations, along with curbing climate change and reducing poverty. Lula has criticized the United Nations for failing to resolve the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians. Well, U.S. officials say Secretary of State Antony Blinken made clear that he disagrees with Brazilian President Lula da Silva's recent comments comparing Israel's action in Gaza to the Nazi Holocaust. The two men met ahead of the G20 foreign ministers meeting in Brazil. Did India correspondent Ira Spitzer reports for more from Rio de Janeiro.
Well, the official accounts of the nearly two-hour conversation didn't include references to Brazilian President Lula's controversial Holocaust remarks. A State Department official said there was a frank conversation about it and that Secretary Blinken disagreed with the comments. The two men also spoke about the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, with Secretary Blinken thanking President Lula for Brazil's participation in Ukraine's peace formula process before traveling on from the capital Brasilia to here in Rio for the G20 foreign ministers meeting. This is the first G20 meeting since Brazil took over the presidency from India this year. India is being represented by the Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs, V. Muralidharan. The first session at this two-day event was aimed at addressing international tensions, with much of those tensions coming as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine almost 2 years ago, an issue which has divided G20 nations. Despite Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's presence here, the prospects are dim for a repeat of last year's face-to-face meeting with Secretary Blinken, especially in the wake of the controversy over Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's death in a Russian penal colony last week. After the secretary leaves Brazil, he will travel to Argentina for his first ever meeting with that country's new president, Javier Milei. Ira Spitzer in Rio de Janeiro, reporting for DD India.